Hi, hello everybody and welcome to my channel and to my very first live. I didn't expect to go live and honestly I'm super excited and nervous because I don't really know what I should talk. But first of all, thank you so much for 10,000 subscribers. I never imagined that I would reach so many people just by driving with my motorcycle around. So here I am, and you guys are part of it. Wow, a lot of people are here already. Crazy, crazy. Lep pozdrav. Who is from Slovenia here? Okay. I thought I will do a Q&A just to update you. Right now, I'm in Bicol, Karamuan exactly, and I actually struggled a lot to find a place with Wi-Fi and good Wi-Fi, but looks like it's good now. Okay, if you don't know me yet, I am Lucy from Austria, 29 years old, and I will turn 30 in October. Yes, I'm a Libra, by the way. And yeah, currently I'm doing my Philippine Loop actually since 4.5 months right now. Started from Siquijor, going all the way around until I reach Siquijor again. And yeah, I'm pretty far behind with my videos so far. So the last video you saw, I was in Pampanga. Meanwhile, I did all the North Loop, like did the Cordillera Mountains. Then I went to Pagudpud. I've been to Aurora. Then I went back to Manila, and now I'm in Bicol. So you will see a lot of videos. Mm, I wrote down questions because I asked people if they can ask me things and I will consider that in my first life. So they were asking me to talk about my previous work in Austria. So I was a social worker in Austria. I was working with teenagers in a kind of a foster home. And yeah, before I went to the Philippines, I quit my job and now I'm actually not doing anything, just editing my vlogs and share my moments with you guys. If I have a motorcycle license, I started to drive motorcycles in Siquijor. I never drove motorcycles before. So that was the first time I was driving a motorcycle, and then I thought I will not do the license in the Philippines, but I was flying back home to Austria last year in August, like 2024, and did my proper motorcycle license. And then I thought it's such a great idea to improve myself in the Philippines. It's the best school, right? No? It's actually the best school. You have off-road, you have normal streets, you have beaches. It's the perfect school, really. Okay. What brought you to the Philippines? To be honest, I was working with a teenager in Austria and he was from the Philippines and he told me how beautiful it is and I really have to visit it one day. So that actually led me to the Philippines. But I was traveling since forever. I started my first travel when I was 17 years old, and since then I just travel around when I have time. Work, save a lot of money, travel again, work, like that. And I don't want to stay here for good, by the way. That's not the plan. The plan is to finish the Philippine Loop, and then I actually don't know what's the next plan or my plan in future. It's, yeah, I don't know. I don't even know what I'm doing tomorrow. Like, I had plans for today actually, and it didn't work out. So I cannot plan for my future. Hello, 8 man. Sorry. Oh, by the way, my brain works like a brain of a little animal, like a flea or something like that. I cannot remember things. Never. I cannot. So I have a little list on my laptop that I at least know what I'm talking about, and I was writing down all the questions. Yeah. What pushes me to do this expedition, and why am I doing it? Why not? Really, why not? Why not just do something you have in mind and you're like, oh, okay, I can do that. And then I started to do it. And yeah, I was just driving around in Sikio with my motorcycle. And honestly, at some point, I got bored. So I was like, okay, I want to explore more of the Philippines. Let's just go. Mm, how am I finding the campsites? Are you using a specific app? Actually, not. I just use Google Maps all the time and I zoom in and search for campgrounds. And if I cannot find camp spots like that, I just ask around. I go to random resorts and ask if I can camp there. And most of the time, they let me camp there for a small fee. But it's nice because I have electricity, I have a shower, I have a toilet, a CR. So it's everything I need. Okay. Did you find it hard to adjust of how to ride safely in traffic, and how about riding in main roads, highways in the province? That was a previous question because I was in asking my community if they have questions. So no, right now it's not hard for me anymore. At first, I was panicking in Manila traffic. That was insane because, of course, in Austria we have a lot of rules and everybody's following the rules. So you cannot just go how you want. Everybody's following the rules, and to adapt this, what was kind of tough. But I can remember when I first entered Iloilo, it was the same. I freaked out. I really freaked out. And I just told myself, just stay on the right line. Don't move. Don't go left. Don't go right. People have to know your actions. So use your signal light. If you want to go more left, use your signal light. So I just try to drive that everybody can predict what I'm doing next. And this kind of saved me. And I learned from other drivers as well. Like if they were just like lane crossing and I saw in my mirror that nobody is behind me, I did the same. Like Filipinos are teaching me a lot, even though they're not really teaching, if you know what I mean. Okay, why did I change my bike? That's a really, really good question. Because as you know, the first video on YouTube I posted how it all started. I absolutely love my Rusi because we really have a long story together. So yeah, we made it till Manila with a little bit of obstacles, like my battery exploded and my shocks broke and things like that. But man, I still have the feeling, or I still think that it can happen with every bike. So I don't think Rusi is a bad brand, but the Hero Moto Corporation sent me a message and they were asking me if I want to collaborate. So I was like, yeah, man, yeah, man. I saw the Hero Expos and I was like, wow, that's a perfect bike for my adventure. And that's the reason why I switched bikes. Next will be Palawan Loop. Sorry, I'm not coming to Palawan because I really want to skip the most tourist places. Like, I'm not going to Palawan, I'm not going to Cebu, I'm not going to Bohol, I'm not going to Siargao. I think that's it, right? These are the most tourist places. Did the Philippine traffic teach you to be sweet, sweet potato? Yeah, really. It teaches me to be a little bit of a sweet potato. Not reckless, but I would never go out, I don't know, just go to the main street without looking. I'm careful, but sometimes if I go fast and there are like two cars in front of me, one on the left side, one on the right side, and I cannot pass, and they're driving like this side by side for like at least 2 kilometers. Yeah, I just try to overtake if they're way too slowly for me. So I just overtake however. Oopsie. Oopsie. Okay. What are your plans for your bike once you have finished going around the Philippines? My plan for the Rusi Classic is a secret. You will see that in, I guess, around 3 months, because I actually have a surprise for you guys after 3 months. So just keep updated. Maybe it will be yours. What's up, Patrick? Okay, where are we? Oh, one question that was super, super interesting. Would you dare travel with your expos all the way back to Austria to visit my mom? Yeah, I would. And it's actually funny because that was my very first plan at the beginning. I didn't want to do the Philippine Loop. I wanted to go straight from Siquijor to Mindanao to Indonesia, Malaysia, all the way back to Austria. That was the plan, and I really wanted to do it, but I couldn't get the carnet for my motorcycle. If you guys don't know what's a carnet, it's like a passport for your motorcycle that you can import and export your motorcycle while traveling, like on the border of each country. So I couldn't get it. I simply couldn't get it. I really tried my very best. I was struggling for at least 4 months to get it, but I couldn't get it. So plan B actually was to do the Philippine Loop, and one day, I really want to do it, to go all the way back to Europe. But it was actually a good decision, or not, it was not my decision, but it was good that I couldn't do it because I would go with a Rusi Classic. Imagine me going from Siquijor and from the Philippines all the way to Austria with a Rusi Classic. I don't know, maybe I would die. Really, that's not a good bike. But with the X-Pulse, I could really imagine to go all the way back to Europe. Yeah, it was actually quite funny that the battery of the Rusi exploded. Mm, okay, maybe I will get some help. Yeah, maybe. Who knows? Who knows? Who can predict the future? I cannot. Okay. I will go back to the questions I was writing down. How do I make money on the road? I do not. I don't make money on the road. YouTube helps right now. Big thanks to all of you guys. YouTube helps a lot, but it's not that I can survive with the money from YouTube. So I have a budget, because when I was back home, I saved money to go to the Philippines, and I sold my wooden cabin back home. I had a wooden cabin in Austria, and I had it for 6 years, and I built it my own, by the way. Just wanted to say. And I sold it. So that's the money I live from now. But as soon as I don't have that money anymore, I need a plan B. So I basically have a daily budget that I can travel as long as possible with this money, but I'm not earning anything besides YouTube right now. Oh, source of income. Yeah, I'm just talking about that right now. Yeah, Hero, if you read it, maybe you can help me with the mission going all the way back to Austria. I hope you watch, Chuck. Maybe you could set up a Patreon or Ko-fi. Never heard about that. So we could donate if possible. You see in the chat, there's like next to the chat is a bill. You can actually send me money here as well. Just saying, just saying. But of course, you don't have to. Okay. Budget. Somebody told me I have to get rid of my side bags. because I have learned that you really don't need as much stuff. Yeah, I would love to get rid of my side bags. Honestly, I would love to get rid of them. First of all, they're breaking. They broke 2 times already, and they're breaking even more. So I would love to get rid of them. But I need all these things I carry with me. So imagine I have tools for my motorcycle. I have my own things like my clothes, my toiletries. I have my tent. I have a mattress with me because I really want to sleep comfy in my camping in my tent. Wow, I cannot speak English anymore. But there are a lot of things. If you want, you can just comment now. I can do like a packing video, what I carry with me in my bags. Because at some point in Manila, the last time I've been in Manila, I was sending a lot of things back to Secure, to a friend's place, because I actually don't need them. Now it's kind of empty, but I still cannot get rid of the side bags. Hello, Carlos. Hello to everybody, by the way. I see it, I read it, even though I don't look at it all the time. How were you able to buy the bike, title, and registration? Yeah, as a foreigner, you can buy the bike. It's not like with property. I know a lot of Filipinos think that you cannot buy a motorcycle and you can register it on your name as well. Because I bought the Rusi second hand, it was already registered. So the only thing I had to do was to change the ownership of the bike. And that was bad. That was, man, it took me 3 months in total because they sent you from one office to another. Then you have to pay this. Then you need a stamp here. Then you have to go to another office. That was really bad. I wouldn't do it again. But I heard if you buy a new bike that it takes up to 1 year to get the original license plate. I don't know if it's true, but I can imagine. I can imagine that it's true. Lucy, how is your relationship with my bike? Amazing. Cannot complain at all. Have you ever considered install box on your bike? Yeah, that was the question before I actually ordered my soft top bag. But the box is first of all too small, and second of all, if I thought about if I have an accident and I have a really bad accident, a soft bag cannot hurt me that bad as a top box. So that was actually the reason why I didn't buy the top box, but a soft bag. It's really pain to have a vehicle registered here. Yeah, man, I can feel you. I can feel you. It was, I was really mad at some point. I was really mad. Like in Siquijor, it's a small island. They even sent me to go to Dumaguete. So I had to take the ferry going to Dumaguete to get one piece of paper from Dumaguete and go back with the ferry to Siquijor. Like it was really, at some point it really started to annoy me because if you do something in Austria, like register your car or something like that, it's done in a half an hour, maybe 1 hour, but it's done super fast. So I wasn't used to the bureaucracy here in the Philippines. Oh, salamat, thank you, Shobilstong. I don't know how to pronounce it, but thank you for your very first, I don't know what it's called, super chat? I think it's called super chat. Yeah, it depends. It depends, yeah. I think it depends as well where you are. I think if you're on a small island, it takes much longer than in Manila, for example. I don't know. I have no clue about that. And I don't want to spread fake news. Wow, that's the most, I don't know, question I'm reading all the time. Like everybody is asking me if I am single or if I'm taken. Yes, I am single, but I'm definitely not available. If that answers your question, I'm not available. I'm super happy alone, and it will not change for the next couple of years, possibly. Probably. Okay. Another question. What else about motorcycle travel have you learned along the way? A lot. Like, really a lot. First of all, I didn't know how to treat a motorcycle before having a motorcycle license. Like 1 year ago, 1.5 years ago, I didn't even know how to drive a motorcycle properly. So, doing this trip or this journey as a beginner is teaching me a lot. How to behave on the street, how to treat my motorcycle, do maintenance. I watched a lot of YouTube videos how to do maintenance, and back in Sikihor I had a friend, a mechanic from Switzerland, and he was helping me a lot as well. You can imagine, he was doing something on a bike. I was watching him with my notebook and my pen, and he was like, "Oh, if this happens, you have to do it like that. Oh, if this happens, then you have to check this." So I was just taking notes all the time like a student, and I love it because I really want to know everything about motorcycle traveling. And if I'm traveling alone, it's super important, I think, to know at least the basics. And here with the mechanics in the Philippines, I don't know, it's like a 50-50 chance, not even, that you get a good mechanic. And recently, you will see that, I think, in 2 months or something like that in a video. But even if I tell them, oh, can you please put like 33 psi in the back? It happens that they just put 50 psi. That's way too much. So if you think that mechanics know the basics, it's not always like that. It's not always like that. I'm not in Angeles City anymore. I'm in Bicol right now. Honda plates took a year. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Okay. Wow. My first life, and by the way, I'm sweating because I'm really nervous. Okay. Yeah, but in the Philippines, if you drive a motorcycle, I learned basically to expect the unexpected. You never know what will happen. Like, you never know. And yeah, I guess planning things is just overrated for me. And yeah. Okay, that's it. Can we finish the live now? Uh-oh, Osmo is off. Uh-oh, 3 seconds and it's off. No, we have to stop the live. All right. Can you still hear me or see me? I don't know. I can see myself. I don't know if you guys can see me. But the Osmo overheated. Life is still on. Perfect. I'm really unlucky with technical devices because my Osmo was just telling me um, it overheated. So I don't know why it's still working. I cannot see myself in the Osmo, but right. Okay. So what? You still have questions? Ask me questions. She has eaten monkey, I guess. Yeah, I'm not really sure what I ate. I'm not really sure because it was a tribe. Somebody told me the name of the tribe. I forgot it already, but I'm not really sure because they were telling me it's a monkey. It didn't look like a monkey at all. Then w- one guy was telling me it was dog. Then it was a wild dog. What is a wild dog? And I'm not really sure what I ate. Really, no clue. I'm pretty old, thank you. Thank you so much. I'm 29. 29, turning 30 in October. Oh, Frankie from Florida. I see you as well. I see you as well. What's the story of your tattoos? Oh, wow. Wow. A lot of stories. Like every single tattoos has a meaning. And I love to do tattoos while traveling. So there is like always one situation where I'm like, okay, and I want to have that on my skin. Like I have tattoos, like here, for example. I don't know if you can see it. Here, this one is from Bangkok. The full sleeve is from Sikihor. This one is from Bolivia. Then the world map is from home. It has a lot of stories about like different situations while traveling. Have you tried the dinosaur meat around Aurora? You're kidding, right? You're kidding. There is nothing. No, it cannot be. You're kidding, right? Dinosaurs doesn't exist anymore. If you didn't know that, Kim. You should visit Wang Out. Oh, I've been there. You see that? That's a Wang Out tattoo, the three dots. I've been there. Like I told you before, I'm pretty far behind with all my videos. So you will see it in about, I don't know, 1.5 months. Because imagine it takes me 2 days to edit one video, and one video is 1 day. So I cannot keep up. I can travel 1 day, sit down in front of my laptop for the next 2 days, but I don't do it. So be patient, guys. Be patient. Why did you choose Philippines to explore? Yeah, I think I already told why I came to the Philippines, but why did I choose Philippines? Because I was already here. I was already here. I came to the Philippines the first time to do vacation for 3 weeks. So in these 3 weeks, I went to El Nido, to Coron, to Bohol, to the Chocolate Hills, to Cebu, like to the mainstream tourist spots. And then I was flying back home. And then I decided I want to come back to the Philippines. And 1.5 months later, I was here again, or 2 months later. I came back to the Philippines, spent 3 weeks in Sikihor, just Sikihor. And then after these 3 weeks in Sikihor, I thought like, yeah, why not? So I went back home, quit my job, and went back to the Philippines. I sold everything I had. Not everything I had, few things I still have at my dad's place. But most things I had, I sold it, came to the Philippines with my savings, and here I am. Here I am. Have you thought about using a pop-up tent instead? No, I would not think of that. Have you seen this video where you just throw a tent, but then you want to pack it again and you struggle a lot? So if I set up my tent, it takes me 10 minutes maybe. So it's fine. And I really love my tent. It's a good tent. Palawan Loop. Thank you, Travel with Xavier. 20,000 kilometers on your scooter? Wow, how was it to go with a scooter? Did you go off-road as well? Wow, I would never do it with a scooter, by the way. But I'm not a scooter rider. And I really enjoy a motorcycle with clutch system. So I wouldn't do it with a scooter. How many tattoos do I have? I don't know, a lot. I don't count them. Maybe 15. I don't know. Oh, recently I got one as well. like of my loop. You see it? It's my Rusi classic, a broken chain as a road and a palm tree. That's my Philippine Loop memory. I hope you do collaboration with Kumanda Dawat. Kumanda Dawat. If you see this video, I want a collaboration with you. We were already texting, so I think as soon as I'm in Mindanao, I will text him again and see if he's actually in Mindanao as well. You know, I see now, I think it would be faster now for you to reach 50K subscribers. That would be so amazing, like so amazing. But the reason why I started with YouTube videos was actually to like inspire people to do crazy things as well, because there's so many people around who are telling me that's so dangerous what you're doing, that's so scary, aren't you afraid, you're alone as a woman, you cannot do it, you don't know anything about motorcycles. Like, you have all this negativity around you if like people tell you that you shouldn't do it. And I learned in my life that I can do it. I can do it. If I believe in myself, I can do it. And that's actually the reason why I started with the YouTube videos, because I want to inspire others as well to like do their dreams, not just dreaming of their dreams, but actually doing it. Because if you're not really reckless and if you don't like, I don't know, you cannot do anything wrong if you're carefully, even if you're in another country, if you respect the people, if you respect the culture, whatever dream you have, if it's traveling or if it's starting a business, do it. Why not? And another reason, I want to show women out there that you can do solo travels. You don't need a companion. You don't need to search for somebody who's doing it with you. If you dream it, if you dream to travel with a motorcycle and you don't have somebody to join you, do it. Nothing can happen. Even like I'm maybe 50% of my time I'm alone, and the other 50% I'm surrounded by people, and nice people, especially here in the Philippines, by the way. Everybody is so nice and I feel so safe here. It's like crazy. But yeah, that's why I actually started to do YouTube. What is your favorite island in the Philippines? Like, I think a few weeks ago I would tell everybody it's Panay because it was gorgeous with the Islas Gigantes. Iloilo is an amazing city. Then you have this amazing road going from the Bucari forest to the west coast in the mountains. Wow, I loved Panay. I really loved Panay. I think it's changing now because I'm really impressed of Bicol. Yeah, Bicol is really nice. I didn't expect that, but I think it's changing now slowly to Bicol, and I haven't even reached the Mount Mayon. I think that will be breathtaking as well. Have you been to Marinduque? Yes, I've been there. I've been there 2 weeks ago. It was nice. Super foggy. Couldn't see shit while driving, but it was really amazing. Don't avoid the touristy spots. You get more followers. Yeah, it's not about the followers. I just don't want to go to the touristy spots. For me, actually, I'm an introvert. Some I don't want to go to tourist places. Like, I would never go to Boracay. Really, so much people, so crowded, and most of the time I don't even get the point why there's so many people. Like, compared to Boracay, for example, never been there, but I heard a lot from people, and I heard, like, I saw pictures and everything. But compared to Boracay, Islas Gigantes is like, wow, paradise, and no soul, no people, just locals. It's like I prefer not going to tourist places. Sticker giveaway, Miss Lucy Jasper. Thank you so much for this comment. I don't know. I don't have a clue how. I cannot. I don't know. Should I go to the post office and start to send stickers to random people? I don't know. Have you done this kind of adventure in my country? Never with a motorcycle. No, I'm driving motorcycle since 1 year. Yeah, 1.5 years. I'm sure once you finish the loop, you will need to go back to some places you have not explored closer. Yeah, I would love to explore more, but at some point, I really want to finish this loop as well. So I think if I would stop everywhere and if I would stop to any spot I would love to see, it would take me 20 years. Like, there is so much to see in the Philippines. Like, so much. It would really take me 20 years to finish the loop then. And I'm already slowly. How comfy is the temperature inside the tent at night? Actually, nice. It's really perfect for me. Perfect for me because I don't even need a AC. AC is too cold for me. So it's perfect at night. But as soon as it gets like 8 a.m., you're cooking inside. You're burning, but that's how it is. Any plans on going to Zamboanga del Norte? Where is it? In Mindanao? Is it like the red zone in Mindanao? If it's that Zamboanga in the red zone, no, I don't plan to go there. I mean, I love to do risky things, but I don't really want to, you know, you know, get kidnapped or something like that. Ever had trouble camping during the rainy season? Yeah, man. One time it was really tough. So I was camping. I don't even know where it was. Somewhere, I think, close to Pagutput, close to the windmills. But I was camping there, and it was a storm going on. Like, literally, it was really bad. The rain was so tough and so hard, and there was like thunder going every, I don't know, 5 seconds or something like that. That even a guy came at 2 a.m. in the morning and he was like, "Ma'am, are you alright? You want to change to a room?" And I was like, "No, no, no, I'm fine, I'm fine." Like, nothing happened, but it was loud. It was really loud. Must try Batanes. Yeah, I heard a lot of about Batanes, but I already have been like to 3 places now that actually looked like Batanes as well. And I heard that it's not possible to go there with a motorbike, so I skip it. But Bicol, by the way, has some area that looks like Batanes as well. Dipolog. Yeah, Dipolog is fine. But Zamboanga, I heard, is not fine because it's super close to the Sulu Sea, and the Sulu Sea is not fine either. So maybe I will not risk anything. But, and I don't know, don't forget I'm a foreigner driving on a motorcycle alone as a woman. Like, I should maybe avoid some risky places. Some. You pack snacks while traveling? Never. Never. Because I forget. I basically forget. Sometimes I have bananas, but that's it. I forget it. I just start to drive, and then while driving, I'm like, oh, I'm hungry. Let's eat something. Okay. Okay. Okay, guys. I think I'm I'm talking already for 1 hour now, and I'm actually not that talkative. First, I need water now. Oi, oui. Second, because I actually didn't want to start the live, but just wanted to check something else, and then I started the live. I started to eat fish, just half of it. So I'm still kind of hungry. So, and I will eat something now and drink something. Okay. So, a lot of people were asking me as well how they can support me. If you don't know, of course you don't know because I never mentioned it ever, but I created kind of a online merch thing with t-shirts last year, I think in November or something like that. But I will just link it down below after I post the video on YouTube so you can check it out. I know for Filipinos it's super expensive because the costs of the t-shirt and to produce the t-shirts is around $15. So it's super expensive for Filipinos. But I thought because it's my first live and I hit 10,000 subscribers, I would just choose a random guy or woman who commented during my live, and I will text you. I will text you. I will ask you for your t-shirt size. You can choose whatever t-shirt you want to, and I will send it to you. I will put a sticker inside, so I will do a t-shirt slash merch slash Lucy Travel giveaway, whatever. But I will just pick one random comment right now. And I'm obviously telling that at the end that people don't start to comment like crazy. And I cannot even read the questions. So yeah, I think you guys deserve it. Because if you wouldn't be here, I wouldn't be here either. And of course, there is a channel membership, 2 stages, ride along and higher. If you want to support, of course you can choose to do the membership as well. Then you have like early access for videos, because if I upload videos, I put it for the ride along channel members first and higher, of course, and then everybody sees it after they saw it, so they can comment it, and then it's free for everybody to use. And yeah, oh right, I wanted to ask you guys questions as well, because I want to kind of adapt my videos a little bit. I don't really know what's interesting for you guys. I just put things in my video what's interesting for me, and everybody has like a different kind of taste. So yeah, what would you adapt? What would you like to see in my videos in future? What do you think it's missing? And yeah, just feel free to leave a comment. I don't read the questions anymore. It's too much. It's too much, by the way. But yeah, I will just give you some time to put comments for the t-shirt. And yeah, I will text anybody of you. I will text anybody of you. Yeah, if you want to see my current location, like Instagram and Facebook is always like in my stories, you can always see where I am right now. And if you want to follow me on Instagram, Facebook, or TikTok is not that such an update. But Facebook and Instagram, I post stories every day. So if you want, you can follow there as well. Bing! I just saw Instagram popping up. Okay. Thank you so much for your support. I wouldn't be doing this without you. And yeah, let's ride together. Let's explore more and let's go. You never know what will happen next, right? Thank you for being here. See you next time. And I will leave it open. You can comment a little bit more for the merch. And I have to go to the toilet. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, wait. It's recording.
Pero ate, kanang wala dahil tigkakalaman. Dahil sa may PSA, dahil may clearance, clearance,
Dito di mo naman kamo ni matrabaho sa mo.
valid ID po nga ni Mapa. Kung valid ID niyo po nga ni Mapa, national ID.
Ano ka dito niya ka lang sa gamitin niya sa mo to.
Iya po, ayun lang po yun ang isa.
Your pay out the account and then the balance mo sa Facebook. Ito mo ma-update. Ano?
Magkaroon lang po ng isa.
Maka nag-gaming discount. Pag nagbiyan mo direct sa
Hindi, ayun po. Magkakaroon po ano.
Na-apply mo to? Tapos page ko ng 0 po muna. 0 po muna. Alin, magkapit-paste ka na daw. Alin, magkapit-paste ka na daw.
Pero lagi ito sa pula dahil sa siya magpaliwanag. Video. Sino nga po eh?
Ate kasuha na dyan sa iya. I-ano, i-ano. Ate kasuha na niya.
Okay.
Last name po ano? Last name. Apelyido. Full name. Full name mo. Full name. Ano pangalan mo? Buong pangalan. Name, middle name.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Dahil mo.
Oh, wait.